The content in this video is intended for educational purposes only. Please use the knowledge gained responsibly and ethically, with the aim of personal growth and self-improvement. Understanding the tactics used in mind control can empower individuals to recognize and resist manipulation, ultimately leading to healthier and more autonomous lives. In this video, we will explore various techniques of mind control, their applications, and how to protect oneself from being manipulated. One of the most common techniques of mind control is intermittent reinforcement. This method involves alternating between positive and negative reinforcement to keep the target off balance and dependent on the manipulator's approval. For instance, a manipulator might shower their partner with affection and attention, only to suddenly withdraw and become distant. This unpredictability creates a psychological craving in the target, making them more eager to please and regain the manipulator's favor. The concept is rooted in the idea that people value what is inconsistent and elusive more highly than what is readily available. Another powerful tactic is the use of guilt and fear. Manipulators often exploit the target's sense of guilt or fear to control their actions. For example, they might make the target feel responsible for their happiness or well-being, implying that any negative emotions or failures are the target's fault. This can lead to a constant state of anxiety and self-doubt in the target, making them more compliant and less likely to challenge the manipulator. Additionally, threats, whether explicit or implied, can be used to create a sense of fear and urgency, pushing the target to act in ways they wouldn't otherwise consider. Gaslighting is another insidious form of mind control. This involves the manipulator making the target question their own reality, memory, or perceptions. Through constant lies, contradictions, and misinformation, the manipulator creates a scenario where the target begins to doubt their own sanity. Over time, the target becomes more dependent on the manipulator for a sense of reality, losing confidence in their own judgment and becoming easier to control. Isolation is a key strategy in personal mind control. By cutting the target off from friends, family, and other sources of support, the manipulator ensures that their influence is unchallenged. This isolation can be physical, such as moving to a new location where the target knows no one, or emotional, by sowing distrust and discord between the target and their loved ones. The less external input the target has, the more reliant they become on the manipulator's perspective and approval. Love bombing is a tactic often used in the initial stages of manipulation. This involves overwhelming the target with affection, attention, and gifts, creating a sense of euphoria and attachment. Once the target is emotionally invested, the manipulator begins to introduce other controlling behaviors. The stark contrast between the initial affection and later manipulation can create a powerful emotional dependency, making it difficult for the target to leave the relationship. Triangulation is another tactic where the manipulator brings a third party into the relationship to create jealousy, competition, or insecurity. By comparing the target to someone else or involving others in personal conflicts, the manipulator can create an environment of instability and doubt. This tactic keeps the target off balance and more focused on gaining the manipulator's approval. Projection is a technique where the manipulator accuses the target of the very behaviors and feelings they themselves are guilty of. For example, a manipulator who is unfaithful might constantly accuse their partner of cheating. This tactic diverts attention away from their own actions and keeps the target on the defensive, often questioning their own behavior and sanity. Blame shifting is closely related to projection, but focuses more on transferring responsibility for problems and negative outcomes onto the target. Manipulators avoid accountability by making the target feel responsible for their own misdeeds or failures. This can lead to a pervasive sense of inadequacy and self-blame in the target. Mirroring. This tactic involves the manipulator mimicking the target's behavior, speech patterns, and interest to create a sense of familiarity and trust. By reflecting the target's actions and preferences, the manipulator makes the target feel understood and connected, which can lower their defenses and make them more susceptible to influence. Minimization. Manipulators use minimization to downplay the significance of their actions or the target's feelings. By making the target believe that their concerns or emotional reactions are exaggerated or unwarranted, the manipulator invalidates the target's experiences and maintains control over the narrative. The silent treatment. This passive-aggressive tactic involves deliberately ignoring the target as a form of punishment or control. By withdrawing communication and emotional support, the manipulator creates a sense of uncertainty and distress in the target, forcing them to seek reconciliation and comply with the manipulator's demands to restore harmony. Favor bank. This tactic involves the manipulator doing seemingly kind or helpful favors for the target, creating a sense of indebtedness. Over time, the manipulator can cash in these favors, leveraging the target's sense of obligation to get what they want. This creates an unbalanced dynamic where the target feels compelled to comply out of a perceived debt. To protect oneself from these manipulative tactics, it is crucial to develop a strong sense of self-awareness and boundaries. Self-esteem plays a significant role in one's susceptibility to mind control. Individuals with low self-esteem are more likely to seek validation from others, making them prime targets for manipulators. Building self-confidence and self-worth can reduce the need for external approval and make it easier to resist manipulative behaviors. In conclusion, mind control in personal life is a complex and multifaceted issue. By understanding the tactics used by manipulators and developing strategies to counter them, individuals can protect themselves and maintain their autonomy. Awareness, self-esteem, and strong social networks are key components in resisting manipulation and leading a healthier, more empowered life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content.